I'm David. I'm an analyst programmer in IT. It's basically just a software developer, but fancy. I work on the mini terminal software suite and the customer portal, various intranet applications, but also desktop applications. I think it was the opportunity to work on bleeding edge tech, because microLEDs and AR glasses are very much just the future. When you think of the future, you go, okay, so we've got hoverboards, we've got glasses that we put on, it comes up with people's information on it. It was the opportunity to be able to look at that and hopefully in the future, be able to see something coming out and go, I worked on that. On a daily basis, it's largely project work. Break down each of the project's elements into tasks and then try and code them up. So pretty much everything that I do is coding, it's working on the software. It's, try something, test it. If it works, great. If it doesn't work, figure out why, test it again. A lot of the software that I work on is older than I am. So the important factor to consider is consistency. Making sure that the code is consistent throughout, so it's easy to read and it's easy to maintain for people in the future, which will namely be me. So as long as it's easy to understand, it'll be easy to maintain. But it's also keeping best practices because modern practices are different than what they were 20 years ago. So it's trying to see, it's kind of a give and take between what you can do and what you should do. We have an IT help desk. And people often request changes or new developments through there. And so typically in the morning, I'll take a look, see all of the different tickets, see what's relevant to me, and then I'll evaluate that. If I can get it done in less than half a day, then I'll just do it immediately. So it's it's a nice little mix between different changes, bug fixes, releasing new versions of software, and just the big kind of meaty project work that we get. There was one highlight that I had, which isn't necessarily a highlight, it was just one of those moments where I was working on a previous version. I had looked at all of the tasks that I had, and it was going to take about 2 to 3 weeks. But then suddenly something just clicked, and I understood what was happening. And I went, oh, okay, cool, well this is found here, and this is found here, and this works this way, and then just managed to get it all done in a week. And it was one of those moments where I was like, oh, I understand this now, I'm kind of confident, because I wasn't confident with it, or as confident with it before. Because obviously, you come into a new environment, you've got this massive code base of a million lines of code, and it's just, do this new thing, or fix this thing. It's like, I don't know what's going on, where is everything? But then suddenly it was just that confidence, okay, I can do this. This is great. And I think it was just one of those little moments, There wasn't anything big or bombastic, there weren't any fireworks. It was just a nice personal moment, which I really liked. Yes, it is genuinely a good place to work. I think the best part is the people. Even though that's cliche, it feels quite cliche, but it's true. No, it is the people. I think everyone that I've met is just really fantastic and really kind. Especially in the IT office. It is genuinely, everyone's just lovely, You can talk with anybody because everyone clearly wants to succeed, Everyone wants to, accomplish our goal. I am very much a software man, and hardware is just mystery to me. So I knew very little. I knew roughly what OLED was, and that was about it. But in actually looking into it, I thought, this is dark magic. It doesn't make sense. It's incredibly abstract to me, because the concept of having an LED that's smaller than you can see does it exist? Yeah. It's a really interesting, domain to be working on. And even though, I'm not directly involved, it's more supporting the day-to-day runnings of the factory. It's still really nice to be involved with something that's this incredible.